Hey friends, welcome back to Krusty Cranks. Okay, we're gonna paint one here today. So I've decided I gotta use up these US Art paints because they're kind of getting old. I've had them for a while now, since I started painting baits. I bought the whole set, um, and I've jumped around, used them a little bit in some of the videos, but I really need to start using them up because I want to replace them. I want to get some Goldens and use some of those for a while, but I don't want to throw these paints out, so I'm going to use them up. So you might have bought the set. If you didn't, it's a good deal. They're not bad paints, but I've noticed after a while they get a little flaky, and they crust up at the top of your bottle, so you really want to keep your bottles clean. But yeah, we're gonna paint up this S crank in a little pattern. And let me show you the colors we're gonna use today. So I've already obviously primed my bait with titanium white, which is what I always use. Next, we're gonna hit it with this iridescent pearl from Golden, and then we're gonna put down a little bit of this bright yellow. Then we're gonna go on the top of the back with Aqua blue, and then we're going to put the stencil on in orange, and we're going to top the top of the back and shoulders, little spot around the eye, with this detail smoke black. So pretty simple bait. It looks really awesome. I painted one of these before and sold it, so I was like, well, I need to do a video, so I need some more of these. So I'm going to paint an S crank, a square bill, and a 1.5 square bill. So probably won't show you all those on video, but I'll show them to you at the end when I get done. And I'll probably do a short video because I'm going to try to start doing shorts, just quick little short videos for shorts. And I'll probably use a different body style, but it'll all be the same paints and patterns. So, all right, let me get this cleaned up, move everything out, and we'll get started to paint this bait. Okay, got the iridescent pearl in there, and I did thin this down a little bit because what I have is not the high flow. So in order to make it high flow, just use some 4011 or 4012, and it just helps it spray a little better, flows a little better. Trigger sticking a little bit. Time for a clean. All right. I really like that iridescent pearl. It really looks cool. It's got a nice color shifting blue to silver look. All right, pretty simple. Let's get the next color on there. Okay, got my bright yellow in here. This is actually a transparent bright yellow that I'm using. I had the opaque out, but I wanted transparent. But okay, so this is going to be a quick one too. Just a little light touch. Yellow on the sides. And then whenever I'm using a transparent color, I like to use my 0.2 needle, just because it's a little thinner and you can kind of get a little better blend down the bait. So I'll show you guys my setup, how I keep my brushes organized so I don't forget which one's in what. But yeah, with this transparent, it's really thin, so it sprays real nice in the 0.2 needle. And people always ask me, what size brush, what size needle? What brushes do you use? Honestly, I have an Iwata, the Clips CPS, which you see me use a lot of times, but I really like my master brushes too. And I've said it before, I think in other videos, is I like the master because if I buy a new brush, I buy the one that's got the 3 needles, and then I can do an overhaul on all my needles in my airbrushes and tips. So that's one reason why I like them. I mean, I can buy a brush for 40 bucks and it lasts me a good time. And I get 3 new needles. All right, there's the transparent yellow. That's all we're going to do to that. We'll clean this brush out and I'll bring you back for the next color. Okay, got the aqua blue in there. So another color you could probably use if you didn't have the aqua blue is this Aqua Flash color shift. I haven't opened this up yet, but it's pretty similar to the same color we're using right here. So that's just a Walmart paint. I know some of you guys like the cheaper paints, and those will work too, so give that one a try. Just make sure you thin it down real good. I'm going to try to stay right on the back, just let it blend down the shoulders. I always say try, because you know how it goes. A little sleight of hand and you went too far. And get it real deep aqua on top. You could probably use a teal color too. Some kind of teal would probably work good on this. But that yellow kind of gives it a little shift into a green, which is probably hard to see on camera, but stayed with my 2.2 millimeter brush. Just because my trigger's sticking a little bit on my Iwata, I'm gonna have to do a clean up on it. Okay, I like it. Over on this side. Okay. There we go. Okay, we've got our orange in there. Again, we're using the US Art Supply orange. Okay, let's peel her off, see what she looks like. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna get the other side on here. Okay, got the other side on here. Now, just for reference, I do heat set these before I flip them over and put the other stencil on. But I haven't been putting the heat setting in there, but I usually heat set my colors unless I lay a color down and do something else for a little bit, let it dry. But normally I do heat set all my colors. I just don't show it on video anymore because it's kind of a given. And nobody wants to sit there and listen to that blow dryer anyway. So heat set it real good. Stencils are always in the description if you want to get the stencil for this particular lure and create with some of these. You can always get the stencil at my stencil site, or stencils.com. I got my pressure down real low. It's thin. This paint's pretty thin. I didn't want to flood it out. So, alright. Let's peel this off. And if you do heat set it, wait till you get the stencil peeled off before you heat set it. Because people have asked me about a stencil peel on the paint. And if you heat set that stencil to the bait, it does make it a little more tacky, so there is a chance that it might pull it off, but normally it won't if you let your paint dry real good. So there we go. That one turned out really good. I really like this bait. All right, we're gonna put a little smoke black around the eye, maybe a hint down the back. I don't know yet. I got to put a little bit on the throat before I wash out the brush. Okay. Gets a little black on it, and we'll get some eyes on it. Okay, got the detail smoke black in there. All right, I always reduce the detail smoke black down a little bit because it's kind of thick, it seems like, and it just sprays better with a little bit of reducer in it. The other thing I do is I got this little brush, and I use this for only my blacks most of the time. I mean, unless I'm, you know, flood coating a lure with black, I'll use a bigger brush, but I like to use this little one because most of the time I'm just spraying stencils or spraying eyes or something like that. And I've got like a 3.5 needle in here, and I just keep this for black, and I clean it out, and I don't have to worry about really color contamination too much. So I just kind of use this brush for my black, just a little tip, and it's got a little bowl in it, so I don't waste a lot of black just for a little bit of stencil work or something. I'm just going to put a little spray around this eye, just a little bit, just to give it a little shadow when I put that red eye in there. I look at them, just make sure. All right, bring you back, we'll put the eyes on it. Okay, I'm going with the red eyes on this one. Red eyes sell. I've had people come and say, "You got any of that one with the red eyes?" Okay, I'm trying to do this with the camera in front of me, and it's tricky. Okay. There she is. I really like this bait. Can't wait to see what it looks like once I get the epoxy on. So that's next step. I'll get the epoxy on. I'll bring you guys back and I'll show you the finished piece. Okay guys, here's the finished pieces. Looking pretty good. Got the 2.5, the 1.5 square bill, and the S-crank. And I got some new epoxy on there too. So I'm going to be doing a video on epoxies, the ones I've tried and failed with, and the ones that turned out pretty good. So stay tuned for that video coming up, and a lot more videos. But just to wrap this one up, the colors we used was titanium white, the iridescent pearl, both from Golden, and then we used the U.S. Art Supply bright yellow, the U.S. Art Supply aqua blue, and the U.S. Art Supply orange. So yeah, I like the way they turned out. And then we got the red eyes on there, really make them pop. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Appreciate all the new subscribers. We're about to break 3,000. I'm excited. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you get notified. I'm going to put up a bunch more videos, so stay tuned. Got me a new little booth here. Hoping it's looking pretty good. Ain't gonna be able to go outside too much in the cold and show these baits off, so I got a new little photo booth here. It's nice and bright. Hopefully the colors are looking good, because I always like you guys to see what the colors turned out like as best as I can. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Stay tuned, more coming up, and always remember, stay crusty, my friends.